My name is Akile, born and raised in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I'm the Director of Media and Communications for the Uhuru Movement. I'm here today as an outraged citizen of Pinellas County because of the recent decision by this commission to revoke the ARPA grant funds previously awarded to the APF radio station WBPU LP 96.3 FM, or famously known as Black Power 96. This vote came days after a commission meeting where commissioners slandered the Uhuru Movement, making baseless claims and accusations. Latvala and Flowers spearheaded this attack, and the rest of the commission followed suit with the assertion that no organization affiliated with the Uhuru Movement should be considered for funding. The Uhuru Movement, founded and led by Omali Yeshitela, has served the historically oppressed and impoverished Black community for over 5 decades, creating programs, institutions, and campaigns that defend the democratic rights of Black people. This commission cannot say the same. When our people were in need of a community center, a health and wellness program, free HIV testing, youth sports and other recreation, cultural centers, educational institutions, the Uhuru Movement provided them. It has been this movement that has fought long and hard for genuine economic development and reparations to our community, something that at every turn the government has worked to intervene and put a stop to. The Uhuru Movement took to the streets to win Black people to participate in the electoral process, registering first-time voters and even shuttling them to the polls. It has been this movement that has had the courage to stand up to expose the status quo and its agenda to keep the Black community oppressed and exploited. It was our organization who didn't join in with the slander of our community when the police killed Tyron Lewis in 1996, a killing no different than that of George Floyd in 2020 or Tyree Nichols in January of this year. We organized the people to exercise their rights to freedom of speech and assembly, to oppose these murders and the violence imposed on our people. I'm here to say that the commission's decision to take these resources away from APDF and Black Power 96 radio is purely politically motivated. It has nothing to do with whether or not they believe a radio is of necessity. This is clearly an infringement upon the rights of Black people as presumed citizens of the U.S. The fact is we have a different opinion and we're unafraid to express it, and because of this, we are being punished. We don't have and have never agreed with Flowers or Latvila's dynasty or anyone else that has ever stood in the way of Black people being able to achieve political and economic power over our lives. But whether or not Flowers, Latvila, and the rest of this commission likes the Uhuru Movement is not what the grant was about. Those funds do not belong to any of the commissioners. They belong to the people. If democracy is under attack in this country, the Pinellas County Commission should be held responsible for attacking and criminalizing Black people for exercising our rights to freedom of speech, freedom of association, and assembly. I want to further assert that this attack on a platform that gives rise to Black voices, stories, businesses, and culture is no different than that which is being made by Ron DeSantis on Black history and education, which we know some of the commissioners on here support. It's an attack we will not stand for. We demand these resources be re-awarded back to this radio station and for this commission to halt its slanderous attacks on the Uhuru Movement, APDF, and the entire Black community. Thank you.